Good evening, I'm Healy Wilgus. Thank you for joining us tonight. Our top story this evening, experts at Mote Marine Lab are still trying to figure out what happened to a dead pilot whale that washed ashore on the Suncoast. The whale was discovered early this morning on Crescent Beach. It took several hours for it to be removed. ABC 7's Rick Adams has more from the beach.
Well, it certainly is something you don't see every day. A dead whale washed up here on Siesta Key, right near the Point of Rocks. Instead of enjoying the beautiful Gulf waters, a lifeless 12-foot pilot whale now awaits an animal autopsy at Mote Marine Lab. The dead whale was found around 3 o'clock Friday morning, not far from the Point of Rocks. Amanda Davis, who is visiting from Kentucky, says she had never seen anything like this.
It was something that was surreal and that probably we will never experience again, this close up to where we are.
Marine life experts say there could be any number of reasons why this dead whale washed ashore here, including illness. They will explore all possibilities through the autopsy. Pilot whales typically live hundreds of miles offshore in big groups, so it's really very unusual for this type of whale to end up beached on the Sun Coast.
It's rare, and we typically don't see just one. In my nearly 20 years of doing this, I've only had, that I can think of, 2 that have stranded alone. So, we're in high alert right now to make sure that there aren't other animals out there that are about to hit our beaches.
Responders towed the whale to the Ken Thompson boat ramp. It will be brought across the street to Mote Marine Lab for further investigation. Chris West, who is visiting Siesta Key with his family, says he was very shocked to hear what happened.
It's pretty sad. You think about sometimes they get beached where a lot of animals are coming in, and they say there's no global warming or anything. I think most of them get caught in because of warmer water that runs close to shore.
And the experts at Mote Marine Lab tell us there's no guarantee the autopsy will reveal the exact cause of death for this whale, but they are hopeful. Reporting from Siesta Key, I'm Rick Adams, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Rick. It's being called one of the most gruesome domestic abuse cases on the Suncoast. A woman is in a coma after being attacked by her boyfriend. Now her family is speaking out in an effort to stop the same thing from happening to someone else. According to the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office, Joshua Curtis is facing battery charges for allegedly punching Katie Layton, causing such a severe head injury that she needed surgery. She is now in a coma. Her family says things may have been different if someone had said something sooner.
There was just so many people that can attest to her being hit or seeing her being dragged around by him. And if they just would have ducked behind a wall and called 911 and just said, hey, anonymously, I don't want to get involved, but you need to come and check this out, she would be awake right now.
The couple's children told law enforcement Curtis punched Layton on the side of the head and continued punching her until she eventually fell to the floor. Curtis called 911 the next morning. He has now been arrested and charged with aggravated battery. We have new information tonight on a string of car burglaries in Sarasota over the past couple of days. A viewer sent in this surveillance video of one of the robberies reported in the Glenbrook neighborhood yesterday morning. She says her daughter's wallet was stolen. A credit card was later used at a Shell gas station on Lockwood Ridge Road. A female captured on the gas station security cameras is believed to be one of the suspects. She is seen here, possibly involved in these burglaries. Anyone with information is asked to call the sheriff's office. New tonight, the Bradenton Police Department is looking to get the community more engaged in efforts to deter and solve crimes. The department is asking residents and businesses who own surveillance cameras to register them to help identify suspects in criminal cases. The department says video captured by private surveillance cameras can provide valuable information to help solve crimes. Registration is voluntary, and this is the easiest part. It only takes about 10 minutes to complete. You will have to give basic information with details on where your cameras are pointed. Anyone with information that is collected, it is then confidential. You can also stop participating at any time. It is safe to swim again near the Venice Fishing Pier. Health officials lifting a no-swim advisory. New testing results show the water near the pier and the Service Club Park is back to normal. The advisory was put in place yesterday after elevated levels of bacteria were found. And you may need to get in the water this weekend because it's going to be quite warm. Let's head over to Bob and get a check on our weekend forecast.
Yes, 'tis the season, right? Temperatures typically topping out around 90 degrees. High humidity feels like temperature right around 100 degrees. That's what we had today. Interesting to note, we have some showers at this hour. Normally, they're usually done and gone by this time, but just enough heat of the day and the southeasterly wind flow, a late collision of the sea breeze front has allowed for a few evening showers. Not a lot of rough weather out there. There have been no lightning strikes at this time. This one cell in particular between Northport and Port Charlotte, the strongest one I can find as far as the radar picture goes. A spotty shower here and there along I-75 and near Port Charlotte and US 41 getting the heaviest rainfall. Some other showers scattered about just to the south of Siesta Key, pushing to the northwest. There's some outflow boundaries here, which will maybe generate a storm or two through the next hour or so, but most of it should be over by, say, 1 o'clock. Right now, the heat index, pretty warm, 89 degrees. We'll have much more on our weekend weather forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. President Trump is revealing some of his concerns about the Russia investigation, taking to Twitter to share his opinion about Robert Mueller, who is heading that investigation into possible meddling during the general election. ABC's Chuck Sievertson has more.
President Trump's agenda keeps getting sidelined by his comments about the investigation into alleged Russian meddling in the 2016 election. Friday, the president suggested the person heading that investigation, Robert Mueller, is tainted and politically biased against him.
He's very, very good friends with Comey, which is very bothersome.
Trump offered a new explanation for why he had tweeted that he recorded his conversations with James Comey. It was a bluff, he said, to force the fired FBI director to tell the truth.
But I didn't tape. But when he found out that that there may be tapes out there, whether it's governmental tapes or anything else, and who knows, I think his story may have changed.
But Trump's tweet about tapes triggered a sequence of events that led to the appointment of the special counsel, now investigating the president for possible obstruction of justice. But another issue involving the president is generating outrage.
When was the last time an actor assassinated a president? It's been a while. Maybe it's time.
That's Johnny Depp at a British film festival. Depp knew the comments would elicit anger. I apologize for the bad joke I attempted last night in poor taste about President Trump. This comes just a week after that shooting at a Virginia baseball field. Representative Steve Scalise nearly killed, prompting calls from politicians on both sides of the aisle for more civility. Chuck Sievertson, ABC News, New York.
And speaking of House Majority Whip Steve Scalise, he is no longer in the intensive care unit at MedStar Washington Hospital Center. Scalise was shot last week while he was practicing for the annual congressional baseball game for charity. Scalise underwent multiple surgeries. He remains in fair condition. A new law signed by President Trump today will make it easier to fire employees in the Department of Veterans Affairs. The legislation will lower the burden of proof needed to fire those employees and reduce pensions for bad employees. The measure was prompted by a 2014 scandal at the Phoenix VA Medical Center, where some veterans died while waiting for care. Congressman Vern Buchanan supported the bill. He says it will give the VA secretary the tools necessary to fire or discipline employees who do not meet the standards for veterans care. Governor Rick Scott has signed a new law today that outlines how Amendment 2 will be implemented in the state. Under this new law, patients who suffer chronic pain linked to 10 qualifying conditions can receive low THC cannabis or medical marijuana. It will also allow for 10 new medical marijuana treatment centers to be created by October 3rd. The law still bans smoking, despite amendment supporters threatening to sue after saying it was written in the language. The medical marijuana legislation is just one of 38 bills Governor Scott signed into law today. Some other ones to note include increasing penalties for domestic violence offenses, changes to the Department of Legal Affairs. That includes authorizing the department to provide up to $50,000 in relief for surviving family of emergency responders killed in the line of duty. And changes to child welfare laws to enhance the care of children in the welfare system. A Florida mayor running for governor is now involved in an FBI investigation over development deals in Tallahassee. Tallahassee Mayor Andrew Gillum says he spoke to the FBI last week about several people and businesses. However, he says he is not a target in the probe. Federal grand jury subpoenas issued this month seek city redevelopment agency records about high-profile development deals. They're looking for information on those who developed an upscale restaurant in a city-owned building and a hotel a few blocks from the Capitol. One of the developers once served as Gillum's campaign treasurer. Gillum says if there was any corruption, those involved should be punished. Straight ahead, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your weekend forecast. Plus, what caused a Thunderbird to crash while practicing for an air show in Ohio. And a double launch for SpaceX, one at Cape Canaveral, another in California. What these orbiting satellites will assist in finding.
Across America with Mega Jackpots, it's Mega Millions.
What's up, America? I'm John Crow. It is Friday, June 23rd, and tonight's Mega Millions jackpot is an estimated annuitized $134 million. To win that jackpot, you must match these 5 white balls plus that gold Mega Ball. Now, let's see if I can make you a millionaire tonight. Our first winning number tonight is 20. That's followed by 12. Up next, we have 66. Your next number is 74. And your final white ball for this Friday evening is 53. Now for the Mega Ball. Tonight's Mega Ball number is 11. Again, tonight's winning numbers are 20, 12, 66, 74, 53, and the gold Mega Ball is 11. Now, if no one matches all 6 numbers, Tuesday's jackpot could be $145 million. Play on, America.
When it comes to drinking, what do you think moderation is? The U.S. Dietary Guidelines define moderation as up to 1 drink a day for women and up to 2 drinks a day for men. So what's a drink? The guidelines say a drink equals 12 ounces of beer, 5 ounces of wine, or a cocktail with 1.5 ounces of distilled spirits. Each contains the same amount of alcohol. Like to learn more? Visit drinkinmoderation.org.
It's a star-spangled 4th of July sales event going on now at Bacon's Furniture and Bedding. With 2.5 acres, Bacon's is Southwest Florida's largest furniture showroom. Beautiful furniture in any style for any budget with savings of 30, 50, even 70% off throughout the store. Celebrate your independence with extra savings on all Flex Steel furniture. Come see why Bacon's is voted the #1 place to buy furniture year after year. The 4th of July sales event going on now at Bacon's Furniture and Bedding in Port Charlotte. Nobody beats Bacon's.
I witnessed him have 2 heart attacks in ICU. He went through seizures.
We'd much rather have Aaron like this than dead. A lot of parents don't have that luxury.
He can't talk. He can't walk. This is a condition Aaron will live with for the rest of his life because he abused prescription pills.
Mind your meds. Learn more from the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
I was always worried and scared. Mom was in pain. She wasn't going to get any better, and all the trips to the ER were painful for all of us. Then we called Tidewell Hospice, and everything changed. Now she has care in our home when she needs it, surrounded by family. We know we don't have much time left with Mom, but we decided to make the best out of that time. Tidewell Hospice, it's more than you think.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
Well, Bob, there's some events going on this weekend, so we want to have nice weather. Golf tournament is one of them. You said it's sold out. This is like a preview.
44 teams. This kind of kicks it off. It's the golf tournament at the Meadows tomorrow, and it's for the Sarasota boat races that are taking place really next weekend. We're hoping good weather for that. Yeah. Then we have the big car show at Lakewood Ranch, Main Street, too. That's Sunday from 10:30 till 2 o'clock, so that's always good, too. And weather-wise this weekend, it's going to be quite nice. We are looking generally at fair skies, and that's what happened today, too. Look at this time-lapse of the Van Wezel out there of Sarasota Bay, the Ringling Bridge. Boaters enjoying some nice calm seas finally. You notice some high cirrus clouds coming in from blow-off from storms coming up from out south. Look at that pink sky, gorgeous sky. Once again, just after sunset tonight. And some photos sent in, as you would expect. There's some great pictures and photos. This one from Kimberly Slade. This was at Nokomis Beach, as the sun was going below the horizon there. And then Erica Jackson, 2 times now, 2 consecutive weeks. Erica, Getting this one here of the pink sky up from Bradenton. Good job. And here's a look at what's happening. Weather headlines read like this. We are looking at a little frontal boundary coming down over the southeast. That's going to push the high pressure ridge a little bit further off to the south. And it still means for us a nice weekend. Now, we are seeing some evening showers tonight, and more storms are in for the work week, though. Quiet in the tropics right now. For now, it's all quiet there. We don't see anything in the upcoming 7 days. And speaking of the tropics, the moisture associated with Cindy still now moving through West Virginia and parts of Ohio, stretching off to the northeast. Here are those nighttime showers that we are looking at. Some southeast moisture coming up. On top of that, a late go to the sea breeze and the convergence setup. Not very intense storms, but a little bit different as far as the timing goes. Even in Venice now, a shower just popping up within the last 10-15 minutes there. So expect the possibility of a brief downpour. You may hear that through the next hour or so. Then all this should be moving on fairly quickly. By 1 o'clock, it should be out of here. And the rain could be, again, scattered showers heading towards Siesta and Sarasota later on this evening. Right now, it's 83 degrees. We have some clouds in advance of those showers now at the airport. Heat index still pretty high at 89. It's warm, it's muggy, and not much of a wind out there. Calm conditions. The barometer has been rising, and that's at 30.06 inches. The high today was right at the average. The low pretty close, too. And the record high 99, and no rainfall to report for the month, just over 10 inches. The winds will be rather light. We'll see them out of the southeast to start today, and then southwest later on with that sea breeze kicking in. And along that sea breeze, 1 or 2 passing showers late in the afternoon and evening. We could get some late night showers like we're seeing tonight too, just because we're going to get a little southwesterly flow, and that allows for maybe a few coastal showers in the morning right around sunrise, especially on Sunday. So we could see a few coastal showers on Sunday, but not a lot, just a few. And then 75, the temperature as far as the dew point goes in Orlando, 74 in Sarasota, 76 now in Key West, and temperatures around the area into the low 80s. So a pretty warm night, 84 at Longboat Key, the same at Siesta, 84 at Kensington Park, and 82 now in Northport, Port Charlotte at 81 degrees. The forecast hourly tomorrow for beaches, high right around 87 degrees, just a lot of sunshine throughout most of the day. A few clouds, and that rain chance still very small. The RPM forecast model showing not much going on tomorrow. As I said, lots of sunshine throughout much of the morning. A few clouds and showers developing on the sea breeze front, and then moving mainly to the east coast. On Sunday, you'll notice a chance for a few morning showers along the coast, but most of the action in the afternoon will be inland, pushing off toward the east. So a decent weekend. We'll get a shift and a change on Monday morning as showers and storms will start to come back our way on Monday. Southeast winds for boaters turn to the southwest. Calm conditions out there, just a light chop on both Saturday and Sunday. And the forecast again calling for a water temperature now at 87 degrees, and the beach will see a high of 88. Tides upcoming 250 for a high tide. A low tide will be at 6:32, and sunset will be at 8:28 tomorrow. Well, here's your 7-day. Pretty nice weekend, not bad. Temperatures on the warm side. Better chances for scattered storms throughout next week. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. Scary moments at an Ohio airport today after a Thunderbird crashed and overturned while practicing for an air show in Dayton. The Air Force says crew members were conducting a familiarization flight, and there was a mishap while they were trying to land. 2 people were on board the plane. The commander of the Thunderbird says he is thankful for the quick response to that crash to help ensure the safety of the crew members involved.
It was a tremendous effort. Very, very impressed and grateful that they were able to extract our 2 Thunderbirds and make sure that they got to the hospital safely, and we're very thankful that they're in good condition.
The cause of the crash is under investigation. A Florida man is back in the U.S. tonight after he was arrested in Abu Dhabi 2 months ago. Matthew Gonzalez had to go overseas for work, but he forgot to register his prescription medication before his trip. When he landed, he was arrested and jailed. He faced 2 years in prison. His family called politicians and hired attorneys in the United Arab Emirates. He was released yesterday.
If it weren't for my sister spending what I would consider to be an actual fortune on my defense, I would probably still be there.
Welcome home, man. Gonzalez's family spent almost $100,000 on lawyers to help free him and bring him home. In Miami, police are searching for two men who posed as officers and then broke into a home. The break-in caught on surveillance video seen here as the men kicked in the door. The homeowners say the men handcuffed them and stole items out of their safe. 3 of the victims inside the home were children. Investigators say one of the suspects was wearing a police vest and a badge. His accomplice was wearing a long-sleeve shirt with the words police on the sleeves. No one was injured in the break-in. A busy weekend for SpaceX. 2 rocket launches. The private space company blasted a Bulgarian communications satellite into orbit from Kennedy Space Center in Cape Canaveral today. This is the second time SpaceX has put a used first-stage rocket booster back into space. Another launch is scheduled for Sunday at California's Vandenberg Air Force Base. It will not use a pre-flown booster, but a group of satellites will be sent into space and used to help eliminate those black zones in tracking commercial airplanes like the Malaysia Airlines flight that went missing. Sports is next, but first, here's Jimmy Kimmel.
Here's a look at our post-game tonight.
You like older women?
No, just you specifically.
Specifically?
Yeah.
Well, what should we do? I mean, I'm available.
I think
so
we should finish this bottle of wine and see where it takes us.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the blingiest of them all? You are, with Spectralite diamonds, all gorgeous and affordable. Only found at Creative Gems, where you always get big bling for little ching.
We've all heard how military veterans adjusting to the civilian world may have certain issues.
30. 70.
If only everyone had this issue. No matter what challenge they face, Easter Seals is here for America's veterans.
This Sarasota Powerboat Grand Prix Minute is brought to you by Sarasota Ford.
This year's Sarasota Powerboat Grand Prix will feature 2 full days of racing off Lido Beach on July 1st and 2nd. Meet race teams up close during the Boats on Main downtown block party on Friday, June 30th. Don't miss the Grand Prix Fan Fest on July 1st and 2nd, where you can see race boats launch and watch the races live from under a large tent. There will be music, food, fan zones, and vendors. VIP race day viewing tickets are available at SarasotaPowerboatGrandPrix.org.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
If you're depressed, drinking, and using drugs, you may need help. And the Affordable Care Act guarantees coverage of substance abuse. Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Are you losing hope? You can recover and get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven, gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares.
Call 1-800-764-8708. That's 1-800-764-8708.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
Don't hate me because I'm blingable. Get your bling on with affordable Spectralite diamonds exclusively at Creative Gems in Gold and Silver, where you always get big bling for little ching.
Now, sports.
The Rays kicking off a 3-game series against the Baltimore Orioles tonight at the Trop. They score early and often in this one. In the bottom of the first, Evan Longoria singles off a fly ball. Malix Jones and Corey Dickerson go on to score. Morrison makes it home after a triple by Logan Morrison. They end up this inning 4-0. Bottom of the third, the Rays up 5-2. Shane Peterson gets his second home run. Steven Souza Jr. also scores on the play. Derek Norris with a 2-run home run in the third to bring the Rays up 9-2. They go on to win 15-5. To college baseball now, where the Florida Gators have the chance to advance to the final of the College World Series for the third time. The Gators facing Texas Christian University. The game scoreless until the top of the third when TCU gets on the board with 2 runs. Now the game is in the top of the 8th. TCU is up 8-2. That's a look at sports. We'll have our lotto numbers right after this.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill,
I'm creating a job. I am Goodwill, yeah.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
It's a star-spangled 4th of July sales event going on now at Bacon's Furniture and Bedding. With 2.5 acres, Bacon's is Southwest Florida's largest furniture showroom. Beautiful furniture in any style, for any budget, with savings of 30, 50, even 70% off throughout the store. Celebrate your independence with extra savings on all Flex Steel furniture. Come see why Bacon's is voted the #1 place to buy furniture year after year. The 4th of July sales event going on now at Bacon's Furniture and Bedding in Port Charlotte. Nobody beats Bacon's.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
A promise was made, a promise that hit the beaches of Normandy, a vow that captured Iwo Jima, a contract that weathered Tet, a pledge that stormed the desert in Iraq, an IOU that braved IEDs in Kandahar. A promise was made to America's veterans. DAV fights to keep that promise, so all veterans and their families get the benefits and support they earned. For help, visit DAV.org.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
I dream of the creature by night and by day. Wielding my weapon, I slaughter my prey. 2,000 cash, I'll be rolling in dough. So hey, a big monster, come out from below. So hey, a big monster, come out from below.
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
A gaggle of geese making its way down a road in Colorado got some extra backup. They were walking along an interstate when police saw them on the side of the road, and look how cute they are. Instead of just passing by, 2 patrol cars slowed down and escorted the geese. With the officers' help, the geese were able to make it to their nest safely.
Good deal.
Very cute. And some more birds. Save Our Seabirds is getting the chance to help teach local kids about the importance of protecting our wildlife. Save Our Seabirds hosted campers from Sarasota County's summer camp program. They got a chance to see some of the birds being treated at the organization, ranging from doves and owls to pelicans. For the kids who got to spend the day at Save Our Seabirds, they say that they learned some important tips on what they can do to help wildlife.
To not feed the birds when you're at the beach, and to clean up the plastic on the shore of the beach. Because if all of them die and get sick, there will be no more seabirds left, and then everything will be different.
True, how sweet. The children also got a chance to meet Scully the Pelican, the official mascot for the 2017 World Rowing Championships. They watched as Scully fed, this is the best part, fellow pelicans inside their habitat. Very cute. And today is also Take Your Dog to Work Day. So I brought my dogs. Bob, unfortunately, doesn't have Mia. He forgot it was Take Your Dog to Work Day. Look at Jade. She's getting a little sleepy up here. But
we got Maddie right here, too.
Mia, but we have Maddie.
Hi,
Maddie and Jade, my dogs. And they're actually on their best behavior.
Yeah, they're doing pretty well there. Yeah. Hi, Jade. You're going, what are we doing on the news set?
Yeah, they're a little confused. Have a great weekend, and goodbye to Jess, our producer.
That's right.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $249 per month or 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Being the caregiver for someone you love is truly a blessing, but sometimes you can lose a part of yourself. To be your best, for them and for you, it's important to have time to be able to recharge your batteries. When you call Tidewell Hospice, they can give you a chance to do just that, and with the peace of mind of knowing your loved one is in the very best hands. Tidewell Hospice, it's more than you think.
Get ready for the most hair-raising event of the summer. Feld Entertainment and the Ringling Museum present international circus superstar Bello Knott in Incredibello, a gravity-defying, laughter-inducing, super stunt performance live at the historic Oslo Theater. Don't miss out on the must-see event of the summer, Incredibello, playing June 13th through July 29th. For tickets, visit ringling.org today.
This is an important medical announcement. Bard IVC filters have been linked to punctured veins and problems with migration. Anyone who's received a Bard IVC filter must receive medical monitoring and may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you have the Bard Recovery G2 or G2 Express filter, you are in a class of patients who should be compensated for some expenses. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential, there's no cost, and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to people who should have been warned about the risks of the Bard IVC filters. Call the IVC Filter Hotline if you or a loved one has received an IVC filter and experienced a vein puncture or required medical monitoring. You must call now.
Call 800-329-3089. 800-329-3089.
What Florida city is best known for spaceflight?
Cape Carnival.
Cape Carnival? Close enough. What condiment includes vinegar, molasses, and anchovies?
Westchester sauce?
Close enough. And now, a word from our sponsors.
One-off from the Florida Lottery. Now available for pick 2, 3, 4, and 5 games. Miss by one on any or all numbers and still win.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service,
service or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice: choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.